handful of games now played this season, Clark. What can these teams take away from their first few games?
You know, Kevin, I think a couple of things. One, you start to see what is and is not working. I think you can begin to adjust accordingly once you have that data. Also, a sense of knowing the season is long, no need to overreact. Stay even-keeled and keep your eye on improvement and progress.
Here's the starting group for Houston. They'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Then it's Alperen Şengün. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Okogie in at the shooting guard position. And it's the Raptors ball. Inside, here's Barnes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jabari Smith picks one up. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
So he gets them both.
And Barnes, an all-around threat. A good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
Now, here's Thompson. Good D by Barnes. It's rebounded by Houston.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes outside for the 3. They get the rebound. Pirtle. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
2 points. That one goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And that one's good quickly.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Thompson. Down low. Here's Şengün. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Read the defense and executed. The IQ showing through for Şengün.
Basket good. 6 points for Jakob Poeltl.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Thompson passes to Smith. Here is Durant. Smith with a screen on Ingram. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets. Raptors leading by 6. Outside Barrett. Nice move. And here's quickly for 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Thompson against quickly, and Thompson throws it down.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Barrett. Şengün with the rebound. Rockets trail by 7. Ingram with the steal. At the elbow, it's Barrett. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Şengün with a screen on quickly. Thompson passes to Şengün. And good that time. Şengün's got his second basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Durant after the miss from Jakob Poeltl. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And, Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handle, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
To the middle. Eason's shot is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Barrett. Six on the shot clock. Shoots it. It's rebounded by Houston. Thompson in the post. Quickly covering. Thompson with it. To the inside. Şengün.
Turkish thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
Raptors leading by 4. It's Ingram on the wing. Quickly looking it over. Barnes screen on Thompson. And that one's good. Barnes.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
KD against Ingram. Now here's Durant. He's guarded closer. KD draws the double. And the basket by Okogie.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Thompson against Quickly. Here's Ingram. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Shepard comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Amen Thompson. And that one falls for Ingram. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And, Shams, we appreciate the report. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Spurs. Capella with a screen on Quickly. And here is VanVleet. He had a tough time getting anything going against the Nets. He was a non-factor in that game.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Now here's Barnes. Following the miss by Fred VanVleet. Ingram against Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Ingram left side. Durant with some nice D. And KD throws it down.
And Durant doesn't need to get up too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Raptors leading by 5. Pass to Dick. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. It's tipped. Ingram with the steal. They get a hand on it. Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Dick. Lays it up off the glass. And now just a 3-point Toronto lead.
Such a shrewd player. Van Vliet knows how to support and complete the fast break.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Hey, Kevin. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. 4 on the clock. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Dick can't get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Van Vliet. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Raptors leading by 3. To the paint. Tries from 7. Birtle, the pass to Dick. Pass to Barnes. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Shepard. Still scoreless. Capella, high post. And the dunk by Capella.
You know, Capella, one of the very best in the league at getting out of the screen and getting to the right spot.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes the screen. To end the cold streak, they get it back. Pirtle kicks to Ingram. Good on the three-point shot. Ingram's got 6.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Rockets trail by 4. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Van Vliet looking around. Shot clock at 5. From 13, it's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. From deep three-point land. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. Raptors lead by 4. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Rockets trail by 4. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. The guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. Tari Easton is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Shepard. Nothing on the board. Şengün with a screen on Dick. Shepard. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Raptors ball. Raptors leading by 4. Here's Murray Boyle.
Come get it, come get it.
Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Good on the triple. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Here's Shepard. Now Eason. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Dick in the corner. Here's Walter. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Rockets trail by 7. Screen by Capella. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And before last season, Ime Udoka turned heads when he said the Rockets, Clark, had playoff aspirations.
Well, kudos to Ime Udoka. I mean, very few people believe they would make the playoffs in the stacked Western Conference, and no one saw them finishing as a 2 seed. They didn't meet expectations. They exceeded.
Down low, here's Murray Boyle. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's VanVleet. Pass to Capella. Stolen away. Here's Shed, covered by Van Vliet. Shed, that's good.
And guys, they've allowed an embarrassing number of points off those turnovers.
Well, you really put your defense in a tough spot. You compromise your defense when you fumble the ball away like that.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Van Vliet passes to Capella. Back to Van Vliet. Stolen by Quickly. Onside Barrett from past the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Barrett's got 7.
And over the years, we've seen Barrett expand his range.
Rockets trail by 17. To the wing right side. They double-team Şengün. To the left wing. Van Vliet on the wing. Quickly covering. Barrett brings the double team. Şengün no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Now, here's Barrett. Over Shepard. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in this game. Capella with a screen on Quickly. Capella at the elbow. Off the mark and the drought continues. Raptors leading by 17. Out to Ingram. Fires the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Raptors making a change here. Hurdle's checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Smith checked in for Capella. Durant comes in for Tari Eason. It's Thompson in for Shepard. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by Toronto.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, that's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Now, here's Barrett. 7 points in the game. Three-pointer. That's off. It's his 4th miss in 7 tries. Smith the pass to KD. Driving in. Count it. Durant's got 5.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
Pass to Ingram. Now, Quickly. Poeltl sets the pick for Quickly. Inside. And the dunk by Poeltl.
I like Poeltl's ability to quickly move to the hoop after the screen. Again, speaks to his mobility.
Şengün with a screen on Barrett. Barrett against Thompson, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in for 3. Ingram, that's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Smith with a screen on Quickly. Van Vliet passes to Smith. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Yeah, scouts have said Smith needs to get stronger, and maybe that's the case, but well, he sure muscled that one in.
Clark, when you think of three-level scorers at the power forward position, Jabari Smith fits the bill.
Yeah, he runs like a gazelle and seems to never tire. I mean, the energy he plays with is contagious and seems limitless. He gets himself to the rim. He's got a sweet stroke. Well, I tell you, his future is really bright.
Here's Van Vliet, following the score by Jakob Poeltl. Quickly against Van Vliet. Here's the floater, and he sinks the layup. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night.
You can count on Van Vliet to make the right decision on just about every single pick and roll.
Ingram against KD. And Durant sends it back. Şengün with a screen on Ingram. And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, Durant and his teammates really in sync. I mean, helping each other out, facilitating for each other. That basket there, a real team effort.
Now, here's Barrett. He's got 7. Nobody near Barnes. No good from outside. Rockets trail by 17. It's stolen by Barrett. To the middle. Pass to Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's 6 points for Barnes.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Here's Van Vliet. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Appears like he's found his footing here in the second quarter. Much more efficient.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. For the Rockets, Steven Adams is checked in for Şengün. And Okogie subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Rockets on defense, trailing by 17. Ingram outside. There's 1:40 left in the first half of basketball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Barrett kicks to quickly. And the Raptors miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Thompson. Smith with a screen on quickly. The drive by Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Ingram passes to Poeltl. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it. And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
Onside, Barrett. Ingram outside. Poeltl with a screen on Durant. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket. 34 seconds left in the first half. Adams with the screen on quickly. It's Thompson off the drive. Ingram with the steal. To the inside. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slapping it down.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Here's Thompson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Now Ingram. From deep. That one doesn't drop. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
As a team, how do you stay focused when you're up like this?
Well, maybe you start making dinner plans, decide where to go on your next vacation.
And what about Brandon Ingram, fellas? We've seen some good stuff from him in this game.
Brandon Ingram is a special talent.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. And it's quickly in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, "I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense." Back over to you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Well, no question about it. Ingram is in the zone right now, having no trouble getting and hitting his shots.
The drive by Thompson. The Rockets with a new 14. Şengün finds KD. Şengün with a screen on Ingram. Tries again. Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
KD is so good at drawing contact. Really smart at finding ways to draw fouls and get to the line.
And so Durant nails them both. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Smith against Barnes. Down low. Now here is Pirtle. Not a lot of room. Another shot. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Quickly against Durant. And Durant gets double teamed. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Quickly against Thompson. Quickly kicks to Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. Now Ingram. Off target with his 3. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And stolen by Barnes. By himself. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
We saw the play develop. Got out in front of the defense. And Barnes there finishes on the break.
Rockets trail by 16. Now here's Durant. 11 points in the game. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Pirtle. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Smith with a screen on quickly. And Thompson throws it down.
Using that screen to create some space for himself. Really good move by Thompson.
When you talk about him, then Thompson, Clark, one of my favorite players. This kid is great.
Yeah, he's a joy to watch. I mean, for as young as he is, the way he gets after it defensively, the way he attacks the rim, he plays with a verve and confidence that belies his youth, man. He's a special talent, a freak athlete, exceptional at the defensive end already. And his offense is only going to continue to develop. Boy, that guy could be scary. There aren't going to be many people saying amen having to deal with him. Well, you look at the form on Ingram's catch-and-shoot jumpers, it's textbook. He's got excellent posture. His hands are in a good position. And most importantly, he's ready to shoot it when he catches it.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. And the first one at the line is good.
Tell you what, Alperen Sengun is a big with the modern-day game. He scores in bunches inside, but he also can pass it and shoot it from the perimeter, too.
Or perhaps the biggest surprise of last season, the Houston Rockets.
For sure. I mean, they hadn't even made the play-in tournament in 2024. Just with internal development and improvement, ended up as the 2 seed in the stacked West. You've got to give Ime Udoka and his staff tremendous credit.
Outside, Barrett. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Rockets trail by 14. Sengun with a screen on quickly. Thompson passes to Sengun. And stolen by Sengun. Ingram against KD. Over Barnes. KD dishes to Smith. Yep, that one goes. And it's 7 points for Smith.
Oh, love the determination Smith showed there, refusing to let the contact alter his shot.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Pass to Barrett. Rocket 6. From 17 feet out, off the left rim and out. Rockets trail by 12. Durant with it. 11 points in the game. Sengun with a screen on Barrett. Out to Thompson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Thompson's got 8 here in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Dix checked in for the Raptors. And a change for the Rockets. Eason's checked in. Now here is Pirtle. 13 points in the game. Barrett kicks to Pirtle. Barnes against Smith. 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot up. For 3, Barrett. And again, Toronto no up.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact.
Sengun with a screen on quickly. And Thompson throws it down.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Now, here's quickly. He's got 8. With the step back. They need this one. Here's Pirtle. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Pirtle's got 15.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Barrett against KD. Smith with a screen on Barrett. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Dick against Eason. The 3 from Barnes. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
This is something Barnes needs to keep working on. When he's hitting from 3, this guy is almost unguardable.
Sengun with a screen on quickly. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Here's Dick. Drills it from outside. Dick's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
And then Durant with the dunk.
An outstanding performance from Durant so far. But you know what? That's par for the course for him. He's just a natural scorer.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Smith. Shepard's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. 1:22 left in the third. Here's Dick. Inside, Amukelashvili.
But he just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And just wanting it more. VanVleet taking those 2 points. Love how he competes.
Elbow shot. And it's Ingram missing. Rockets trail by 10. Now Shepard. He has yet to score.
Taking charge in the pick and roll. Shepard using the screen and finding his spot.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ingram outside. Pass to Shed. Here's Murray Boyd. Offline with his 3. And here is VanVleet. 8 points for him. Off with the layup. And so it's Toronto in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so in the game for the Rockets, the guards are VanVleet and Shepard. Clint Capella is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Eason in at the 3, the small forward. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And for a guy who handles the ball so much, Fred VanVleet, really, Clark, takes care of the ball. He rarely turns it over.
Yeah, Freddie is steady, boy. I tell you, man, he is a guy who really squeezes that orange. You can trust him to push the pace and play slow and take care of it no matter what the circumstance is. I mean, his leadership, his clutch production, that guy is a coach's dream.
Capella with a screen on Ingram. Drives to the hoop and finished off by Shepard.
I like the touch from Shepard finishing around the rim.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Out left to the wing. Here's Murray Boyle. Eason grabs the board. Rockets trail by 8. Shepard, that's good. Shepard's got 4 points in the quarter.
From what I've seen, Shepard would rather shoot from distance, but he trusted himself inside that time.
Out to the right wing. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Murray Boyle. Hands it from downtown.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Şengün with a screen on Dick. Shepard the pass to Şengün. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. With the drive, and he gets it to go. And it's an 11-point Raptor lead.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now here's Van Vliet. Tight defense on him. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Ingram left side. No one near him. And again, it's Toronto converting. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Toronto.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover. Doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Another miss by Houston. Raptors leading by 13. Pass to Murray Boyle. Here's Shed. Stolen by Van Vliet. Ingram with the steal. They push it up 4-on-3. And the dunk by Dick.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And, yes, it's good. That's now 8 points for Reed Shepherd.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Ingram outside. Six to shoot. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Shepherd. Dick defending. Driving to the basket. And finished off by Shepherd.
He is a really good athlete. Give Shepherd a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
It's Ingram on the wing. He's covered by Eason. Pass to Shed. From deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Şengün with a screen on Dick. And finished off by Shepherd.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And again, Toronto no up. Rockets trail by 9. Şengün with a screen on Dick. Shepherd with the ball. In the corner, it's Capella. Ingram outside. To end the drought. That's good on the jump shot. Ingram's got 4 this quarter.
You know, one of the things Ingram did is make his shooting stroke a little more compact, and that's allowed him to be much more consistent as a marksman.
Pass to Capella. Dick with the steal. Jumps up. And the dunk by Dick.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, a new lineup here for Houston. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. And it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers. Players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. There it finds Pirtle. Now, here's Quickly. Oh, good with the triple.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Smith with a screen on Quickly. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down. A
another one from Thompson. They just can't match his athleticism.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Now Ingram lets loose a three. Good.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
It's trailed by 12. Thompson outside.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
That free throw good from Thompson. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Toronto leading by 11. Here's Ingram. Quickly. And hit the three. Rockets have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting.
Using this momentum to his advantage when Durant takes off towards the rim. Watch out below.
Toronto's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. It's in there.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Hurdle there for the rebound. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Ingram, the three goes down.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Houston making a switch. Şengün's checked in. Durant against Ingram. It misses. Toronto leading by 14. 107 left here in the fourth quarter. And he gets that one to go.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Toronto.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And guys, sometimes it's hard during the first meeting of the season to get a feel for a team, but these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and they have to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series here against the Rockets.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Brandon Ingram.
Boy, I loved his approach. Businesslike, methodical, highly productive. When they needed points, he was the one that got them.
Rebounded by Ingram. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Brandon Ingram.